Hi, I'm Charlie Isaacs, and I run e-services strategy for Alcatel-Lucent, and I work out of the Genesis Lab in Daly City, California, and I'm going to talk to you today about ALUC-it. The first part of the ALUC-it process is that companies, if they want to support a product via ALUC-it, they could build their own custom handheld application in a matter of minutes and make that available to the consumer. They print out the QR code or the UPC code, affix it to their product, or throw it up on a billboard for an advertisement, or make it available anywhere they want, and the consumer simply scans the code and generates the customized menu for that code onto the handheld device. So it essentially builds a customized, configurable handheld application in a matter of minutes that will help you buy a product or support the product. This is the ALUC-it handheld Facebook menu builder, and what we're going to do here is build a menu, a custom menu for the handheld, and I'm putting in the name of the product, which is Photoshop CS5, and the company name. And I'm going to drag a buy this button because I want my buy this button to be my first button on the menu. And I'm going to type in buy Photoshop CS5. And what I'm going to do is find a link to put in for the URL that gets launched when I click on that button. And the next thing I'm going to do is go to a discussion forum button, drag that in, and put a label there that says discuss Photoshop CS5, and grab the link from the Jive discussion forum site, paste it into the properties field. The next button is going to be a search knowledge base button, and I'm just going to make the label say search Adobe Photoshop knowledge base KB, and I'm going to go grab the link for that from the Adobe Photoshop page, paste that in, and then my next button on the handheld menu is going to be call Adobe support, and I'm going to drag the call button in. That's just going to dial the phone. Now I need to go get the phone number. Phone number is on the support web page, so I'm going to copy that, paste it into the properties field, and the next button label is going to say email support, because I want to have a button launch the email app on my handheld, and I'm just going to type in support at adobe.com. The next button, next function is going to be chat with support, and Adobe is using live person chat, so I'm just going to copy the URL for that, paste it into the properties field, and the last button is going to be a button to launch a tutorial on how to use Photoshop, and I'm just going to steal that from YouTube. So I'll take my play YouTube video button and go to YouTube, copy that URL, and paste it into the properties field. Now I'm going to populate the advertisement field. I'm just going to go grab the buy Adobe Photoshop CS5 URL and copy it into the advertising field. And now I'm done, and I can just save the menu, and that copies it out to the SAS database, and should pop up a window here that told me that I saved it successfully, and then we should get the QR code, which has the menu information that could now be scanned using the handheld. that code can be printed out, put on the product, or on a website. Now we're going to switch to the video camera, and let's scan that QR code that we generated using the ALUC-it builder. I scan the QR code, and it drops a pin on the map wherever that QR code is displayed. And I'm going to start selecting some of the items on the menus, like by Adobe Photoshop, and that takes me to the site that we set up within the menu builder. If I search the Adobe knowledge base, it's going to go directly to the help and support page from Adobe, and in each case I can either keep browsing or I can hit the back to the scan menu button. In this case I'm going to call Adobe support, and I'm not going to connect to them right now and bother them, but that was the dial Adobe support button. And I can also email Adobe support, and that fills in that email address that I selected in the menu builder. If I go back into ALUC-it, I could chat with support, and this is going to bring up that live person chat page, or it could of course bring you into Genesis chat. And now I'm going to watch a YouTube video tutorial.
My name is Russell Preston Brown. I'm a senior creative director here at Adobe Systems, as well as a Photoshop evangelist.
When I'm done watching the Adobe tutorial, I can go back to the scan menu, and let's say I want to save this into one of my personal folders. I can bring up the options menu and save it to a folder, and there's a starred products folder and multiple other folders like my products. My products means I bought this product, but in this case I'm evaluating it. And I'm going to notify my network that I'm evaluating this, so all my friends know that I'm looking at it. Speaking of friends, I can go into my friends network, and if I want to share this code with somebody else, I could just click the share button and enter in the email address, or I can save it into the profile of the person I want to share it with and automatically send it to them. I can also post the fact that I'm evaluating this product on Twitter, and it'll take me to my Twitter application, post it to Facebook, or perform other social media functions. That's the end of my presentation. The last thing I'd like to mention is you can also embed the menu and the code within a Facebook fan page. Thanks for listening.